Hi, I am Sheikh Janwali. I will introduce myself. First of all, thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Sheikh Janwali. Coming to my qualification, I have completed my graduation BTech in Ashwapeta Institute of Technology in the year of 2022 with a percentage of 64. I have completed my intermediate in Vagdevi Junior College in the year of 2017 with a percentage of 80 in Ashwapeta, and I have completed my schooling in 2015 in PNC High School with a percentage of 90 in Ashwapeta. Coming to my family background, there are four members in my family: my father, my mother, my elder brother, and me. My father is self employed as a carpenter, my mother is homemaker, my elder brother is a job holder, and now I am trying to get a job. My hobbies are playing volleyball and dancing. I can speak in four languages: Telugu, Hindi, English, Urdu. I have a knowledge on subjects, those are related to computer science and engineering. Those subjects are design, analysis and algorithm, data structures, C++ languages, Python programming language, database management system, cryptography and network security, cyber security, machine learning, artificial intelligence, deep learning, etc. Now I selected computer networks to explain you. Let us start with the subject. Coming to subject explanation, we are going to explain about computer networks. The main theme of computer networks is nothing but to share the data between two devices. The definition of computer networks, as we can see here, a computer network is a system where two or more computers or devices are connected to share resources like files, internet, or applications and communicate with each other. Here, as we discussed before, the transfer of data from one device is from sender to receiver. Those devices is nothing but a computers, and those computers we can also call as a devices. And here the data can be given example as files, internet, and applications, etc. Here networks allows faster data exchange and efficient collaboration between users. Here also we can also have some types of computer networks. Those are nothing but LAN. The definition of LAN is a local area network. Local area network is nothing but it can covers the area. We have many types like LAN, WAN, CAN, MAN. Now we will discuss about LAN. LAN is nothing but local area network. It can We can see definition here, that is nothing but a network that connects computers within a limit area like a school, office or home. Example, all computers in a school lab connected to one network. That's absolutely correct. All computers in a school lab connected in some small distance only. The next network is nothing but WAN. The full form of WAN is Wide Area Network. Here we can see the definition, that is nothing but a network that spans large geographic areas, often connecting multiple LANs. Here adding of LANs will become WAN. That is absolutely correct. Because LAN can, let us assume LAN can cover 100 meters, and WAN can cover 200, 300, even 1000 meters also, because those 1000 meters are addition of 100 meters. That is nothing but adding LANs. That is the main definition of WAN. Another is nothing but connects multiple LANs in a city or large town. Here example is a university network spread across different campus in a city. Here types of network topologies. We have the topic of topologies. Topologies are nothing but arrangement of devices. Those topologies names based on their arrangement are some are bus topologies, star topologies, ring topologies, mesh topology. Bus topology is all devices shares a single communication line. Star topology device connects to a central switch or hub. Here in star topology, the connection can be transferred and all devices data can be transferred from the center. That's why here we kept a star name as star topology. Ring topology is nothing but devices are connected in a loop. The ring topology can be uh, arrange the devices as a ring shape, or we can also call it as a circle. Here ring topology can be formed through bus topology, connecting those edges the ring topology will form, and mesh topology. Here every device connects to every other device. There is no disjoint in this mesh topology. These are the network devices and their roles. And again we have some features of computer networks. Those are nothing but router. Router is the directs data between networks, such as between a home network and the internet. These routers are nothing but these can be used as a joints. These can join the data that will transfer a large amount. And again we have switch. This connects multiple devices within a LAN and directs data between them. Again we have hub. This is the basic device that broadcasts data to all connected devices. And modem can be used to convert internet signals from a phone line or cable to form computers can use. And here we have some network protocols. Protocol means nothing but set of instructions. Uh, the depth definition of protocol is, for every work we have some set of rules or set of instructions. Let us suppose now I am creating the video. By creating the video I have some set of instructions. Without those instructions I can't provide the video, I can't record the video. So I have some steps to follow. I first of all I have to arrange the camera. First of all I have to see the settings. First of all I have to arrange the screen as well as background as well as my front camera. Those are the rules, those are the instructions. That is a protocol. In computer networks language we can use these all steps as a protocols. Here we have internet protocol. This is essentially a unique IP address to each devices on the network. Next we have TCP IP, that is nothing but a transmission control protocol or internet protocol. TCP IP. Here in computer networks, the main theme is transferring data from a sender device to receiver device. By transferring this data, we have 7 layers. Those are nothing but physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer, session layer, presentation layer, application layer. Through these layers, these OSI reference layers, the data can be transmit from sender device to receiver device. And the data can be from in one layer, it can be in the form of bits. In one layer it can be in the form of bytes. In one layer it can be from the form of switches. In one layer it can be in the form of frames. Here we have TCP/IP. It is transmission control protocol. It can comes under the network layer. Network layer is it is the fourth layer. Physical layer, data link layer, network layer. It is a third layer. Sorry, it is a third layer. Here we can have TCP/IP protocol. It is wired network. It can be transmit the data through wires. Here let's see one definition, that is see, in TCP/IP breaks data into packets, sends it, and ensures it reaches the destination. Here we have TCP/IP layer, and we have wireless connection also, that is nothing but UDP. The full form of UDP is user datagram protocol. We can send the data without wire, that is known as user datagram protocol. Here again the next is HTTP. The HTTP observation is hypertext transfer protocol. It is used for accessing websites on the internet. Here we have another protocol that is secure, that is nothing but simple as HTTPS. HTTPS means hypertext transfer protocol secure. Again we have file transfer protocol, that is it transfers files between computers over a network. It can transfer, let us suppose we can send some mails to others, we can receive mails from others. In backend the FTP will use. Here it can transfer the files. That is why we kept its name as a file transfer protocol. Here types of network connections are wired connections, as we discussed. In TCP is the best example of wired connection. Let's see, it uses cables. Yes, I said no. It uses cables like Ethernet to connect devices. Its pros are faster and more stable, because we can use wires, and it can works faster and it is more stable. Let's I said as earlier that TCP is the main example, one of the example of wired connections. Now wireless connections. Here we have uses radio waves like Wi-Fi to connect devices without cables. Yes, in Wi-Fi's we don't use any wired connections. Here we take wireless connection. Wi-Fi is the best example, and UDP, user datagram protocol, is also a best example of wireless connection. Its pros are more flexible and mobile, and can be these can be slower and less secure than wired networks, because in wireless connections we use lot of networks. That is the main reason. If even while in our daily life also, while watching internet videos in YouTube or some websites which we have presence in the internet, if more people uses those, then automatically it can perform some slow process. The video will buffer definitely, due to lot of people uses those networks. That's why, and it those also wireless connections, so these properties maybe can be slower and less secure than wired networks. And here finally advantages of computer networks are resource sharing. Users can share printers, files, and software. Nowadays without sharing we can't live outside. Even now I am also sharing the data, I am also performing my work, I am also able to share the data. Without sharing we can't communicate easily. Even the people are far away from us, far away from India. Even people may stay in outside of our country, they may be lives in abroad, but we can communicate each other by sharing the data. That's the main reason. Here, coming to subject, here we have internet access. Multiple devices can connect to the internet through the same network. Yes. And communication supports video calls, email, and messaging. I said no. The people who lives away from us, those who are far away from us, very long distance, but if we want to communicate with them through emails, through messages, through audio calls, even through video calls also nowadays, it is very common. And that is the main reason to get importance of computer networks. Let's see here, uh, centralized management. Here we have centralized management. Admins can manage software and updates for all devices in the network. And we have disadvantages of computer networks. It's security risk. Networks can be vulnerable to hackers and malware. We must be alert while sharing the data. Uh, by protecting these data, we have lot of options we can check. And we must be have some knowledge on cyber security, cryptography, and network security. Cryptography and network security is nothing but suppose we can send the data from us to another. If third person hacks the data, third person access the data third person access the data without the permission of sender as well as receiver, then we must take some security. We are the main responsibility to protect the data. We have a lot of options like CIA is nothing but confidentiality, integrity, availability. Confidentiality is nothing but if sender sends the data and third person access the data without the permission of sender and receiver, though he accepts the data, but he can't read the data what is presented there, because the data can be encrypted by using public key or private key. That is the cryptography and network security. Even that is the cyber security also. So third person may access the data, third person may takes the data, third person may hacks the data, but he don't understand the encrypted format data, because the encrypted format data must be known to sender and receiver only. Here we can use public key and private key to encrypt the data. And when receiver receives the data, he will decrypt the data to know what is the data available there. And next step is integrity. While in integrity, let us take one example. I am the sender and you are the receiver. If I send the data as I mentioned that I I like you, and while uh, third person receives the data, and maybe someone changes the data and in the place of like, if third person kept that hate and receiver receives the data as I hate you, then he have the responsibility to check whether if he sends the data or any third person takes the data and changes that through some methods like hashing and checksum. The receiver's responsibility, that is known as integrity. Availability is nothing but availability of data, and the data must be available 24 by 7 hours. Example, we all uses Gmail, The data can be available at 24 hours. That is the availability. By using these three steps, we can secure the data. Here we the main purpose of explaining all you is, here we have in computer networks we have security risk also, and we have to take these precautions to overcome, to be save ourselves and to be secure for our data also. Here, cost, again we have cost here. Setting up and maintaining networks can be expensive because all pupils will use this network, all people will use this. That is the main reason setting up and maintaining networks can be expensive. Another one is dependence. If the network fails, connected systems may stop working. Yes, if the network fails, connected systems may stop work. How will they work? That is the main reason. Everyone that is dependent, we must have responsibility to take care about that also. Can I will explain more detail. That is nothing but now I am explaining you all this through online. If I connected my device, if I fails my connection through any problem, maybe some, if I have any charging problem, or if I have any voice conversation problem, like this, if I fails that, then automatically our systems also stop working. Those are the dependencies in computer networks. Finally, the conclusion of these computer networks is a computer network helps in faster data sharing. Yes, in computer networks we can share the data very fast, and sharing, better communication, and centralized control. Understanding the types, topologies, and protocols allows us to build and maintain efficient network. By having all this knowledge, all this acknowledgement, all this data, we can build and maintain efficient networks. We can do lot of works. We can transfer with secure. That is the main reason of using computer networks. We have lot of protocols like eco protocol, http, https, as we discussed before, and there is, these are the protocols we have in computer networks. This is the main theme of computer networks. And we have classes also in these computer networks, like class A, class B, class C, class D, class E also. By watching those addresses, we can identify whether it is class A, whether it is class B, or class C, class D, or class E. We have internet working protocol. We have MAC address also, medium access control protocol. We have port numbers also for these protocols. We have lot of data, and those people who have knowledge on computer networks, those peoples only will be able to do all these operations. And outside, computer networks is also one of the main subject. If it is presence in as a security analyst, that's it. Thank you very much.